There we go.
Oh, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
We live. Oh, don't touch that.
Do
then.
that.
No, go ahead. No,
Okay.
you good. I got it. Somebody had it too high over here.
All right. Well, welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qaiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that?
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool, because Smarty is
The new
gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
No.
Now you know. Now you know. We got to let you know that the views expressed also. Like
The
that.
Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio. 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
Hello.
mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Hey, welcome back.
So how was your weekend? Yeah.
My weekend was pretty dandy, bro.
A dandy weekend.
Yeah, let's see.
What makes a weekend dandy?
I don't know. Yesterday we did a pool party for baby James. Well, he don't like to be called baby James no more.
Okay, yeah.
He turned 8.
Oh, and he ain't no baby. Yeah, when he was 6, he wasn't no baby.
Yeah,
no
he
more.
been telling us to stop
yeah. I
calling
know
him
he
baby.
been not wanting to be baby James.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
he turned 8. We did that.
Baby
And then I woke up early yesterday morning, did Amazon, did the pool party, and then I came home and laid in the bed for the rest of the evening.
That's what makes a dandy.
I think
weekend.
so.
Very, very.
And
very
then what did I do Saturday? I did some Amazon on Saturday too.
All right.
I was busy.
Okay.
I was busy all day Saturday.
Sound like a plan.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
Oh, that was amazing, man. Senior Wellness and Connection Day at Child's Park, man. It was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And so shout out to the whole team, man, the Health and Wellness Committee, See That, the Community Kitchen, just everybody, the partners who showed up, Step Aside Cancer, One Community Grocery Co-op, Renew Health. Like, it was a lot of people that came through. The seniors loved it, just seeing the smiles on their faces. And,
Okay.
like, they was really enjoying it. We had a lot of activities, but bingo seems to be the thing. What you
Bingo
what you
is-
say? What you say?
I mean,
Seniors love bingo.
they took very naturally to the bingo game. I actually won the first bingo.
Okay.
Game. So I felt real good about that. But yeah, I think
Yeah, it was amazing.
I think this weekend was amazing, from the senior wellness all the way to the Competitive Readers Coalition yesterday
yes.
at Enoch Davis Center.
Shout out.
Yes, from the seniors to the youth, man.
Yeah, how about
We-
that?
we looking at-
Intergenerational around here.
Yeah, we looking to impact our community. Big shouts out to the people who joined. It was a very good experience, man. Watching people from the crowd turn into volunteers, participants turning into volunteers.
Yes.
And hopefully one day those participants will turn into presidents.
Come on now.
Or
Come on.
secretaries.
Come on.
So yeah, big shouts out to the Competitive Readers Coalition. Child's Park, see that the whole neighborhood strong on what it is. It's a heart thing. Inspiring
help.
health.
Yeah.
The St. Pete Community Kitchen. Y'all got to look out for this amazing group of nonprofits and community groups that have gotten together to feed the community and
Yes,
some
Lord.
of these events. Oh, this
Yes,
is going to
Lord.
be big. Listen, the
Miss Eva,
Saturday
good
was
morning.
amazing. I was just turned up yesterday. Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, what else was? Oh, you know what I have been doing? Juicing.
Okay, I did
Juice
too.
me.
I was juicing
I've been
yesterday.
drinking, and I left it this morning. That's why I'm in
You
coffee.
making your own?
No, I bought it from Angel.
Okay.
Angelic Juices.
Okay.
And I've been drinking. I got beet juice from her.
Yeah, that beet juice is like a miracle thing.
And I've been drinking it every day.
Yeah.
And
it's
I
good.
got some carrot juice.
Okay.
I had some watermelon juice.
Okay.
And so she comes from Orlando.
Wow.
And then when she here,
it's
stack
worth
up.
it to buy. I'm the time it take to do it yourself. I got to figure out how to cut my juicing time down, because I spend way too much time in my mind. Like, I don't know if it should take that long. Like, people who juice, let me know how long it take for you to, on an average, to put together a batch of juices for the week.
And so let me tell you, this beet juice don't taste like beet.
Well, it might not be beet juice then.
No, it is. No, like, you know how like
you get beet juice that don't taste like beets.
You know, it doesn't have that like you can drink it.
Like the dirt taste.
Yeah, no.
You just gotta wash them.
No, it's more than like
you wash your beets. That's all. Because when I do beet juice too, I just wash them off real good.
Oh, so your beet juice don't turn like dirt?
I mean, you still taste like beets, but it don't but it don't be like that strong dirt, because you gotta wash.
But see, this one don't taste. I'm gonna bring. I think I'll let you taste it. This doesn't taste like whatever she. Like the turmeric and all the stuff that she put in it, she done mastered to take away that.
Yeah, and it's the filters too, like the things you put on you, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, I mess around a little bit.
Somebody say beet, but no, I promise you, these beets
real good for you though.
No, but this is real. Like, to be honest, like, this has been like it's some good juice.
So speaking of fruit, Cashmar will be going to Fruit Tale, Crutel the Fruit Man on this weekend. So and it's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Crew. We love you. We appreciate you, man.
Big shouts out to Crew, man.
Yes,
the whole community healthier because.
Yes, Shayna, just tell me when I can come. I'm coming to get some of your beet juice too.
That's right. That's right.
The whole community healthier because of you, my brother.
That's right. Appreciate it. And also yesterday was Miss Teresa's birthday. So shout out to Miss Teresa. 73 years young.
Wow.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Miss Teresa.
And she be moving and grooving.
That's what keeps you young, man. That's how you got to do it. I'm figuring that out too. If you want to stay young, you got to keep moving. So one of the things, for real though. And then also, so if y'all missed it last week, we had a good conversation with Rakisha Fuller from Keyshawn's Corner, and she's doing the annual 613 event this weekend at Lake Vista as well. So y'all go back and catch that replay. But yeah, it was a good conversation. So definitely,
it was a really good conversation.
Amazing. And so just thinking about this, y'all, it's Motivational Monday, right? And so with this being Motivational Monday, we often been, you've been hearing about these kids these days, right? And the stuff that they need and the way that the parents are. So here's a question that I have for you. Who was an adult that helped change your life? A parent, grandparent, coach, teacher, neighbor, just some adult or some person in your life that helped you,
I had so many.
Yeah.
Like I got
first one that come to mind. I know we acknowledge them all, but if one just popped into the first one that just like flash answer popped into your mind.
My mama.
There you go. I hear that. And the first one that popped into my mind, Brother Wilmer. Brother Wilmer Muhammad. Shout out to Brother Wilmer, and praying for you too, Brother Wilmer. He just had surgery a while back too, but he's Sister Ernestine from Amina's husband.
Okay.
Amina's Soul Food and Catering, and so our Brother Wilmer, like you said, it's so many. It's definitely a lot, but Brother Wilmer popped into my mind because number one, because what he going through, and then also he was like a Mr. Miyagi. The way he kind of mentored me and was teaching me things, and I didn't know I was learning them at the time. You know what I mean? It was, He was like real smooth with it, how he would break it down for me, and it actually helped to shape me into your brother John. So shout out to the one of the adults that made a difference. Mr. Edmond, you had an adult, somebody in your life, man?
They actually really laced me up.
Chop that. Yeah, because I just can't hear it.
Well,
maybe I gotta wiggle it, but okay.
No, I told you it was gonna be a problem.
Possibly. No, it sounds like you can hear it though.
You can. It's just not like a.
It just ain't in the mic. It might be my headphones.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not that it's not working.
I just threw the whole vibe off. Pardon me, y'all.
No,
welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
It's not that it's not working. It just wasn't as clear because I did hear sound out of it.
Speaking of adults that this doggone governor dude, man, running for governor. I don't even want to say his doggone name.
Okay.
Talking about get the guns and meet him at the team takeover.
What's up with that?
I mean, this is what I had a problem with the whole team takeover term.
Yeah,
right?
The whole idea of a takeover.
Because I knew that it was going to produce these radicals, right?
Yeah.
And these videos talking about open carry and the heckler, the guy that was if you listen to the video, I don't even want to share the video.
Man, I thought it was AI for real though. I didn't even believe that was real.
No, that's real.
Yeah. That's what. It's just crazy to me. Like I'm like, really? That's your response to what you say?
And this is raising his campaign. People talking about him.
Yeah.
People sharing them.
Yeah.
Right. I told somebody, I was like, hey, y'all. It was 2 people at this doggone rally. Y'all done shared this 200,000 times now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all don't look at the boost y'all giving this boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all not really for it, don't share it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't share. I mean, this is just new etiquette that we got to learn.
Yeah, no, you're right.
If you're not in support of what's being shown on the video, don't share it.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing,
I like that, bro.
If you're helping them.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, it's 5 people at this doggone thing.
Yeah.
7 people done shared it with me.
Right.
More people done shared it with me than was there.
Then was at the whole event for the whole time.
And you sharing it saying we ain't standing for it and we ain't this and that.
But you spreading it though.
But you're sharing, you're spreading the message.
Yeah.
You're doing the work for them.
Right.
And so if you don't support this type of stuff, y'all, don't share it.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're doing the same thing that helped our president get elected.
Okay.
Y'all was so disgusted. Y'all hated him so much. Y'all shared that jump to now y'all got what you got.
And then every time they open their mouth to talk about a campaign, they said his name first.
Thank you.
Trump, so and so. Trump this, Trump. Like you're right. Like they talked about him so much that it caused people to click on it and share it and like it. And
I used to say throwing dirt on my name only help it grow.
How about that? How about
that? We have to be careful, right? We all know that it's gonna be serious.
Right.
People are using this is the new form of Jim Crow and mass incarceration.
Mm-hmm.
See, them rates went down. They needed to go up.
Yeah.
So now they want to criminalize the entire family. So what you got 5 kids there? If one go wrong, we gonna take you off the streets too.
Yeah.
And the other 4 on their own too.
They finna go in the system and they finna be a part of the pipeline as well.
We can't take care of them either.
Yeah, whole family type dynamic. So this is Politics with Mr. Edmond, y'all. And right now, if you're just tuning in with the Politics with Mr. Edmond, Part 1, we're talking about the this governor's candidate who basically said if you're going to do a team takeover in certain counties,
it was actually said our county,
Pinellas, Hillsborough. He was
he did. We did.
If you're going to do it wherever, he's saying is Florida still a Second Amendment state, right?
Hey man, this is where it inspired.
But you know, like to get out there and say that, right?
Right.
And to want to gun down children. And I understand people, safety is important, but to just say that this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then you see the kids that's like pulled over on the side of the road, right? For just being black at this point. For no reason. And then, I shared the video of Siesta Keys, right?
Okay.
They're disrespectful. They out there, they're doing the same thing. And then what?
And they pleading with them. I seen them.
Right.
They pleading
always
with them in the store. They not like.
Please just stop.
They not putting their hands on them and grabbing them.
They're not pepper spraying.
No, they just come on, guy. Like,
and he's like, I told you, I'm not getting my attorney. Now move.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not calling my mama.
Yeah.
So move. And then I always say, like, they find this compassion for people that look like them. They find compassion for the people that looks like their children.
Right.
But then when they look at us, they don't see human beings. They just see a color and then feel like that we're animals and they can treat us any type of way. So let's be honest, is that the white kids started the teen takeovers.
Yeah.
They were doing these gatherings first, but then they want to criminalize our black children, and then black media hops on here and then demonize our children as well and do the same thing that they do. And you don't listen.
Yep.
Every video that you can find of a black teen takeover, you can find it for whites.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But they do not, and they fight.
Yeah.
And they really, really fight. And it's really sad. Let me tell you. They do a lot of stuff. I've been my
flipping over cars.
My 13-year-old niece, I've been taking with me to Amazon, right? I've been just I want to teach her the roads. Cause to be honest, we depend on GPS. Yep. So I'm teaching her like what streets go north and south, avenues go east and west, how to read addresses.
Yep.
Odds and evens, and just trying to give her the lessons of life and just spending some time with her. And you know what she told me? She was like, and we're talking about the teen takeovers. And I showed her the video of the whites. And she said, white people fight? I said, absolutely.
She didn't know that?
I said, absolutely.
Some of the most violent people on the planet.
But just think, yes, they are. So let's not think this is statistic.
Oh,
yeah.
Listen, who was the slave owners?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, who is now incarcerating black men?
Politics with Mr. Edmond. That's where we at. Look, she about to take us there.
Right? I mean, just think about it. When you look at domestic violence, who has the highest numbers? Who is doing mass shootings in schools?
Yeah.
Malls, everywhere. White men are the most violent of them all. And this is not just Qaiana speaking. This is statistics speaking.
Yeah.
Right? So go Google it, do whatever, ask Siri, ask Echo, whoever, and anybody else you want to know. And like they say, but yet they want to make it again about us. And I was trying to be quiet because y'all know I was in my corner just sipping my coffee, minding my business.
No, but you have to come out of that. That's what we're here to do now. So if you're just tuning in, we talking about politics with Mr. Edmond, and we talking about these teen takeovers, so-called teen takeovers.
And I'm okay. And let me tell you,
I'm
okay
how they're
with
criminalizing our children. And now, and this what something that you said made me think about all of it a little differently, right? Because at first we were comparing the children to the children, right? How they look at their children. But then my first thought was how they adultify our children, and they don't see them as children. They see them as adults. But what you just said took that to a whole nother level. They don't even see them as humans.
No, they don't.
And that's why they said, oh, well, just bring your gun so you could just, because like, how could you talk about another human being
like that
to say, okay, this is how we gonna deal with it. We just gonna show it with our guns. Like, what?
And let me say
what we talking
this
about here? What we doing now?
I'm also the one that say, like, clean up at your own front house first, right? Clean up, sweep your porch, do all this other stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, like my grandma probably would have told me back in the days, don't go out there showing at them people establishment. So here you go, black children.
Yep.
You don't own that beach.
Yep. Hey,
you know who out there, so don't go out there and show your tail because you know exactly what they're there to do. Right? So yeah, parents, you need to teach them the do's and don'ts. Unfortunately, there is a list of stuff that black kids unfortunately cannot do when they're going out there. And the reason why we tell them that, because we want them to come home safe.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't like how backwards we just going in time, because I mean it's a different world. It's a different world, but it's the same world.
I was gonna say, is it different? Because I mean, as long as I've been alive, I've known You know what I mean?
I ain't never told my kids nothing to the effect of going out there with them white people and not acting like this and then those same speeches. I ain't give my children them speeches. I ain't talk about it like that. I just ain't developed that type of conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I ever told my children that.
Because it came to me like that. Don't go out there with them white people.
Yeah,
I got that a lot.
But you didn't.
I got that a
repeat
lot.
It. Yeah,
I was so traumatized by that. I got a problem with that.
Okay.
Even when I just heard it.
Yeah.
Going out with the white people, you know what?
That yeah. Wow.
Like they get a special pass.
Yeah.
And I don't want
get out there and do you.
Yeah.
But you should go out there and do you, but in a healthy way. And so let me tell you. No. And so listen, again, we want to sit up there and not.
The media train us to think they don't, but they do. They do go out there and do what they're supposed to do. They do. That's the world we live in.
Most people
now
do.
We get a video. We get 2 videos. We get a drone shot.
Mm-hmm.
Now we thinking them children ain't doing what they supposed to do.
All the children don't know how to act.
No,
these children don't know how to act.
We've been talking about this all week, and I kept on saying it's eight or nine kids that showed their tail, and out of the thousands that's there, 8 or 9 showed their tail, and forget the majority.
Yeah.
But then I looked at the Siesta Keys. 90% of them was showing their tails.
It wasn't 8 or 9 kids.
It wasn't
8 or 9 being good.
You got to tell people what you're talking about. People don't know.
Siesta Keys is another beach that's over there in Sarasota.
Okay, what
right? And if you go in there, them white kids fighting in stalls, riding.
So it was a white kid team takeover.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm just trying
at
to
a beach in Sarasota.
Yeah,
Siesta Key. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you. Them beach fights in St. Pete Beach. Y'all ain't seen those videos?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I have. Man, I guess I have.
I haven't. Yeah.
I have.
Man, listen, the wildest, but it's not looked at or labeled the same way.
Yeah.
Right.
They give excuses. They give excuses.
Beach haven.
Yeah,
and man, they out there getting it in.
But you want me to tell you the myth is that we don't go to the beach.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a beach girl.
Right.
And most of my friends that's not black, and even my black friends, they be like, "You like the beach?" I'm like, "Yes, I do."
How you live in St. Pete?
But you know how many people don't go to the beach?
Yeah, a lot of people.
We go to Daytona Beach to go to the beach or Miami Beach.
Yeah, that's right. We leave here. You leave Paradise.
There's a lot of black people in St. Pete, Pinellas County that don't go to Pinellas County beaches.
Yeah. And so
when they go to the beach, they go to the other state or
but when we go to the beach, I will tell you, I do see us out there, not a whole lot. So when they see a whole bunch of us out there, they like, "Whoa, hold on, what's going on?" You know,
they see a whole bunch of us anywhere. They'd be like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Yes,
yeah. So if you're just tuning in, y'all, you listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Jams, WUJM 99.1. And we want to thank y'all for tuning in, rocking with us, riding with us. Eric Jackson, I see you. My brother Damian Davis, Yubi, what's good? Thank y'all for tapping in.
Charlie Funk,
always
Twin
in the
Flame.
building. Melissa, what's happening? Hey, sweetie, what's good, y'all? So
but we're talking about these teen takeovers and ways to just and parents, listen. Yeah. At this point, you know that there's a problem, and your teens, you want them to enjoy. Parents, get an adult to go out there with them.
So let me ask you this: so talking about the teens, and like I said before, we was asking who was an adult that changed your life early on. We did get some folks to put some things in the comment section. Melissa, she said it was my softball coach, Coach Becksha. Was one of them. Coach Medici, shout out to Coach Bob Medici too. So what was an activity that kept you out of trouble? Sports, music, like what kept you out of trouble? Band, ROTC, coach, summer job.
All the above. So like I was in ROTC, I did band, I was in
everything on the list.
Like I did cheering, I swim, we went on vacations, I was scared of my grandparents. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, like there was just a lot of stuff that I just think for me, and I wasn't perfect by far. I was a teen mom, so let me just throw that out there.
What activity kept you from getting in trouble?
To be honest,
Put it in the chat, y'all. Let us know what was you into if you wasn't in trouble. Because that's what I always tell brothers who come up to me. They don't even say that no more. They used to though. They're like, "What you up to, bro? Man, I'm just trying to stay out of trouble." So what the best way to stay out of trouble is to find you something to get into.
We did pageants, like we cheered. We did pageants. We went over, like my granddad. Okay. Like I just think about it, like it was him about making experiences, taking us out to see the world and traveling and making us know like streets and stuff like that. Like I don't know, like it was just I never like really wanted to be out there in them people's streets, like showing my tail. Like I never. There was like really nothing exciting for me. Let me say that. Like, that. And I ain't saying I ain't never did nothing, but like overall, like that wasn't.
I hear that. That's what's up, Mr. Edmond. What was an activity that kept you out of trouble?
Getting money.
Okay.
It's the same thing that got me in trouble.
Okay. The double edge. Yeah. You had the double edge. Yeah.
So the same thing that kept me out of trouble, the same thing that got me in trouble.
Yeah, I hear that.
And I think that's what a lot of a lot of young people going through right now.
Yeah.
They caught in that spot where, the things that they do are actually the things that do get them in trouble. Right. And then sometimes we as older people scratch our heads and wonder why they doing or what they doing or why they whatever. And we just can't see the perfect little prism that they trapped in.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And from mental, maybe not even physically.
Right.
Just a mental trap, right? And can't get out of, right? And the things they do that they think is getting them or keeping them from out of trouble is the same thing that get them into
trouble. Right. So Sharonda, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. She says cheering, swimming, gymnastics, jazz, tap dance, basketball, softball. What else? I can't even see it.
Whoa.
Modeling, traveling back and forth to California. That's some of the things that kept her out of trouble. My wife, my mom and dad changed my life and my mom. Summer camp and my mom kept me and my brothers in activities. There we go.
Y'all remember St. Pete College? Like they used to do the collegiate program, like the St. Pete SPC summer school program, the summer program.
In our day?
Yes.
I don't remember.
You used to go, they had swimming, they had karate.
Okay.
Everybody went.
I used to hear about all that stuff, but I used to just get in the house. My mama them put me in the house and don't let nobody in.
No, you didn't have video games or nothing?
I had video games.
Okay, then, so
I had video. That was like later though.
Me and my cousins.
That was like sixth grade though.
Look, but that's when it mattered.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
Look, me and my cousins was getting
grade.
out of the house. We wasn't.
But I actually kind of liked being in the house. Though.
We might have did too.
Now that I think about it, it wasn't even no problem.
I used to sit in the house all the time, but it was what came to the house.
That was like 6th, 7th, 8th grade. 6th, 7th, 8th. I think it was here's the thing: 8th grade summer is when I started like going outside. Like, this is what they call the streets. This is what they been talking about the whole time when they said the streets. This is what this is.
It's the street.
This institution. It's because the streets is an institution.
It is.
It got rules. It got folkways, mores. It got codes. It got
Yeah.
It's most definitely an institution.
It's an institution. Yeah.
You just I don't know.
It's streets is definitely an institution.
It is.
And you can learn a lot.
Ooh.
And some people get institutionalized.
They do.
How about that one?
They do.
On this motivational Monday.
I got a part 2 for politics with Mr. Edmond. So y'all don't go nowhere. It's gonna get good.
All right. And we also got an interview that we did with Joy Dixon of the Coach Foundation. So y'all stick around.
Right. And so we're actually gonna play that right now. And then when that finished, we'll be back. So tag a friend, tell a friend.
All right, Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We want to let y'all know that we thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with us right here on 99 Jams WUJM. And our next guest is Joy Dixon, founder of Coach Foundation and one of the organizers behind the second annual Juneteenth Beacon of Change Awards, which is a celebration recognizing community leaders who are making lasting impact across Tampa Bay through public service, business leadership, advocacy, and legacy building.
WUJM, St. Petersburg.
Thank you so much for having me on the Breakfast Club. And I will have to say say I am not the founder. So Reverend Willie G. Dixon is the founder. It was founded in 1981, but I am the president of Coach currently.
President of Coach. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. And I know Reverend Dixon well, well enough to know that you're in good hands and you come from good stock. So thank you so much for that contribution. And celebrating unsung heroes in the spirit of Juneteenth. And so for those who may not be, familiar with it, or they may be hearing about the Beacon of Change Awards for the first time, what is the event and why was it created?
So I will take a step back for a moment, Brother John. And so Juneteenth, as many of your listeners may know by now, but Juneteenth commemorates June 19th, 1865, when freedom finally reached those who were still enslaved in Galveston, Texas, which was more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. Yeah. And so it was officially recognized, though, as a federal holiday in 2021. Okay. And so how Coach Foundation was involved in the evolution of what is now the Beacon of Change Awards is that Coach Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit, which has been promoting education, empowerment, and affordable housing initiatives within the Tampa Bay area since 1981, as mentioned, has really been just aiming to provide education and really create opportunities for individuals to really thrive through various initiatives, whether it's through our first-time home buyers, getting people into affordable housing, after-school programs, community gardens. And so this belief in the power of education, cultural awareness, and civic engagement as catalysts for positive change has, really led us to be one of the first, if not the first, organization in Tampa to really start commemorating Juneteenth over 16 years ago. And so we've been hosting community Juneteenth celebrations for the past 16 years, long before, as you can see, before Juneteenth became a federal holiday. Right. And so during the pandemic, of course, we pivoted from in-person events during the pandemic, pivoted to virtual events. And then in the past year, wanted to see how we could shake things up a little bit. Okay. And so in doing that, we partnered with the USF Black Alumni Society to co-host the Juneteenth Beacon of Change Award. And so this is our second year of doing it. And this award ceremony, which will be held next Saturday, June 13th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the USF Alumni Center, is not just a celebration, but it's a remembrance. Okay. And so this is really to recognize Juneteenth and to honor change makers, as you mentioned in the intro, in the Tampa Bay area in 4 areas. And that's in business impact, and as a community champion, public service, and legacy builder. And I really want to emphasize that we're honoring across Tampa Bay area. So that includes Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, and Hernando. So nominations were sent in from Hernando, Pasco. And so it was great to see that outreach so that we can make sure change makers and unsung heroes are getting acknowledgement, because as you know, there's so many people walking around doing such amazing work. And there's names that you hear all the time, and there's others who are quietly getting the work done, driving impact in business, doing things that may seem simple, but are just having a ripple effect in a positive way across their communities and beyond. And so we just wanted to take time to acknowledge those efforts.
That's amazing. And I mean, I think the connection between what you're doing and like honoring today's leaders, right? Yes. And the connection to the broader story of freedom, opportunity, and progress, and all of the things that Juneteenth represents, right?
Absolutely.
Was that intentional to be able to like connect the honorees and the work that they're doing, like some of that past, present, future tense type stuff?
No, you named it exactly. In the title, Beacon of Change, as you know, beacon, that is really, it gives you the image of hope, of light. Yes. It's shining a light on our community. And so it's really a sense of reminding us of what we endured, the meaning of Juneteenth and what all that means. It's really acknowledging our human spirit, belief in liberation, and the strength of community. Wow. And we're really holding this event to honor that legacy and carry it forward.
No, I love that, and the concept is amazing. And you mentioned that the honorees and the way that the process that you select them. You said there was some people who submit them in, they turn them in, and like that's a hard job, right?
Yes.
So what were some of the qualities that you were looking for, like when you're going through that process of selecting honorees?
That's a great question. So it wasn't, so there was a committee, there was a committee, a selections committee that took a look at the nominees, and we had so many this year. We were very excited to see how many poured in, because we
That's
were
good.
really intentional about making sure people from Pasco were represented, Hernando. It was over social media, emails were sent. We wanted to make sure we had a wide swath from the Tampa Bay area. And so we're really looking for folks for like business impact, for as an example, looking for folks who are making a difference, and not only economics, but how they're benefiting the community as well. It's one thing to be profitable in your business, but how are you giving back to the community in which you live? Community champions. That could be someone who has created an initiative. It really runs the gamut. Our legacy builders, folks who have been doing the work, for some time. And then, of course, public service, which, could be honoring educators. That could be honoring someone who is a civil servant. And so the qualities run the gamut, but it was really wonderful to see how many people were nominated, and we're excited to see how many people get nominated next year.
I love that, and then just looking at some of the community change makers and people that you have here has really been awesome, and so just seeing that you have multiple people who were nominated, and then one of my favorites, good brother Keith Watts, and yes. So why was it important to recognize Mr. Watts and honoring his legacy of public service?
Oh, absolutely. So we are so delighted that this year, one of our honorees for the Beacon of Change Award is for public service is St. Pete's very own, as you said, Fire Chief Keith Watts. For folks who live outside of Pinellas, he is the city's very first African-American fire chief.
Yeah.
That is history in itself, right?
That's right.
Exactly. And, he's been a member of St. Petersburg Fire Rescue since 2018. It is now 2026. And, as you work in public service over a long storied career, to see, that progress over time is amazing, but also it's 2026.
Right.
And this is the very first one. So we are just honored that we will be able to have him in the building. And we're so glad that he was nominated, and a well-deserving nomination. And then, of course, this year is very special because we actually have two. We thought we could not let this year pass without also acknowledging Chief Barbara Tripp.
Okay. Yes.
Who is the fire chief of Tampa Fire Rescue, the very first woman there in Tampa to be promoted to fire chief. And so this year we just thought, wow, what are the odds that these historical promotions would be made so close together? And so we thought we were just delighted that they were nominated, and definitely wanted to honor them for the service that they had provided to the community over the years. And our other honorees, starting with our community champion, is Ashley Morrow. Some folks in the Tampa Bay community may recognize that name. She's a photographer by training, but is also a historian who is very, very committed to making sure people are aware of Tampa's history. She is not only going to the Tampa Bay meetings, commissioner meetings, I believe, and city council meetings to share facts, but she has also had a card company, like playing cards.
Oh, wow.
So that people, as they're playing, can learn about historical figures and historical facts about Black people and moments in Tampa's history, which is amazing.
That sounds awesome, and I mean I love that because that's a great way to introduce people to it, through games, and then to be able to do that. So thank you for recognizing and honoring her, and I think that whole idea of unsung heroes, right? Because we see a lot of awards, a lot of recognitions. You mentioned that, and so what do you hope to have as far as like the impact of this event? Like when people see these unsung heroes, of course they may have people who they don't know or weren't aware of, and then of course people who they know like may be long overdue for their flowers, right?
Absolutely, because two of our other award honorees this year for Legacy Builders, Dr. Felicia Tucker Johnson, who's the president of the Tampa Bay Juneteenth Coalition.
Oh,
And so
wow.
she's also been at this work a very long time. She's worked closely with the Coach Foundation and our founder, Reverend Willie G. Dixon, and started doing initiatives around Juneteenth soon after us. And then Sam Barrington, who is going to be honored for his business impact, who's a former NFL player, linebacker specifically with the Green Bay Packers, and is the president of Sky Limit Crane and Rigging, has not only just done well professionally, playing in the NFL, but also has given back to the USF community, the Tampa Bay community. And then it just makes you think, with these folks, sometimes you hear their names, many times you don't. The impact that is really being made is really seeing how behind the scenes there are folks who are pushing progress forward.
Right.
And really making sure that that as they're serving their communities, we're having a way to just highlight and really shine a light on the work they're doing. And also, I think it encourages folks who maybe getting tired. Sometimes when you're working and a lot of times people are not doing things for acknowledgement. They're really not. It doesn't even dawn on them that an award could come. It really doesn't.
That's right.
And so I think it's encouraging for their supporters, their family and friends, and other people who are working alongside them to see, like, yes, our work matters. People see what we're doing and the impact. And it is also, like I said, making sure that it's promoting and shining light on the great work that they're doing in their respective organizations.
I'm so happy you said that, because that's kind of personal, right? Because you're right. Like most people who sign up to do this work, you don't realize that. I mean, you do know that it's going to be a struggle. It's going to take time, but you don't get in it for the acknowledgement. And you said it. You kind of said it. I heard it, but it went by kind of quick. People get tired.
Yes.
and sometimes the fuel that you need to keep going is just somebody to recognize and appreciate the work that you've done, so that you like, okay, yeah, these are not some old ungrateful jokers that I'm serving, but they really acknowledge and appreciate it. So let's talk about the event. What can attendees expect when they come to the Juneteenth Beacon of Change Award? So like, we putting on clothes that night? Is that what we doing?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. So as mentioned, it is Saturday, June 13th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the USF Alumni Center. Our Mistress of Ceremonies is an award-winning journalist, as well as the morning co-anchor and traffic anchor for WFLA Channel News, Deanne King, who graciously shared her time with us last year, and we're delighted to have her again as our MC this year in 2026. There will be entertainment from vocalists as well as a saxophonist, Zeta the Babe. She's wonderful. And so of course we have our entertainment. We have a representation from Mahogany Fine Arts Youth Foundation, where they'll have some youth performing alongside a talented vocalist. And of course, delicious food. And Bajas will be catering this year. So we really welcome folks to come out, celebrate with us, remember and honor the legacy of Juneteenth, as well as our wonderful honorees who are doing great work in the community. So we hope that people will come on out. If they have not gotten their tickets, we have almost sold out. There are a few tickets left. So
where did we find the tickets?
Yes, so folks can find their tickets at bit.ly, that's bit.ly/Juneteenth bit.ly/beacon of change 26. That's bit.ly, bit.ly/beacon of change 26. And so they can go ahead and get their tickets. We had an early bird special, and so we invite people to get their tickets because we are about to be completely sold out, which is exciting to hear considering that we are a week out.
I love that. I love that. So my final question for you, and then thank you again for making time with us and stopping by the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club to share this amazing opportunity for the community, the work that you're doing. We really appreciate it. I want to know from you, who has been a beacon of change in your life, and what lesson did they teach you that still guides you today?
You know, I'm sure anyone listening to this would presume. I would say there's 3 people. It's hard to say just one.
Okay.
But the first, of course, I would say is the founder of Coach Foundation, Reverend Willie G. Dixon, who is a person who's been a beacon not only for me personally as my father, but he has just helped so many people's lives through his prison ministry, through helping low-income families get into affordable housing. It is being a great example of how a person can really turn their lives around into making just a wonderful impact. And for anyone that doesn't know his story, I invite you all to visit coachfl.org so that you can find out more about us. That's coachfl.org. Of course, my mother, Maris Dixon, I'd be remiss without saying her because of her spirit of excellence. And my grandmother, I must speak her name, Bessie Wadsworth, Coffee Wadsworth, rather. And so I would say she's been a beacon of light, my late grandmother, mostly because of her dedication, not only to youth empowerment, to education, and to, I think that's where I got some of my first examples of community service. Seeing how she worked in the community tirelessly and seeing my parents also as really servant leaders. So those are some of my personal beacons of change.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again for making time. Thank you for the work that you're doing in the community.
Thank you.
And the community, again, that'll be the Beacon of Change Awards this Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
This Saturday,
yes.
June 13th. And give us the time, location again.
Absolutely. So Beacon of Change Awards hosted by Coach Foundation and the USF Black Alumni Society. And that will be Saturday, June 13th. From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Doors open at 5:30, and the program will start at 6 p.m. and it will be held at the USF Alumni Center. So we are so excited to honor our honorees this year, our award recipients, to have a wonderful time celebrating, and to invite you. And we hope to see you there on Saturday.
Absolutely. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. You heard it here first. And again, we want to thank y'all and y'all make sure that y'all tap in, tune in. And if you're just tuning in, we just had a great conversation with Joy Dixon of the Coach Foundation talking about the Juneteenth Beacon of Change Awards. So make sure that y'all go back, get this replay, and y'all stay tuned. Up next, we have Ask Qaiana. Okay, see that?
See that?
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because Smarty is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know. Now you know.
Sorry, I will apologize. Sorry, because y'all didn't hear. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm Brother John, and this is Qaiana. Because it was muted, but it's okay. I just said it for them.
The radio got it, and they know it, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
And then we got another little. Go ahead.
No, I know you said we had a part 2 for politics with Mr. Ed.
Are you gonna do? Wait, before you do that, you're gonna do our disclaimer.
Oh yeah. So let's do that. Let's let the world know that
the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio. 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
Believe that, Joe. Believe that, Joe.
Showing up, dude.
Yeah.
Showing up.
Showing up. Y'all remember that? That was one of my favorite movies for a long time.
Showing up.
Yeah, showing up. The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy. My sister, may God be pleased with her. She took me to see it on, I think I turned 12. And she took me to the movies to see that movie. So I got like good memories on that. Showing up. And so we were talking before the break. We were talking about the teen takeovers, the criminalization, and really the dehumanization of our youth. And so I was just asking some questions so y'all could put it in the chat. Who was an adult that changed your life? What was an activity that kept you out of trouble? And also, what support did you have growing up that young people seem to have less access to today? Tell us about that. What support did you have growing up that young people seem to have less access to today? Mentors, safe spaces, accountability, structure, opportunities, relationship. What was it? What support did you have growing up that seems to have less? We got less of today. Q, what?
Grandmas.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean,
because we is the grandparents now.
Right. No, I mean, it was just growing up. Like, there was always somebody at my house.
Okay.
Like, my grandma was there was always somewhere there. And then, like, my grandma was, there was my grandparents, like, you know.
And there's less access to that today?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I mean.
Because grandparents don't want to be grandparents.
I ain't that type of grandma. You know what I mean?
That's how the mama blue.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
Live your life.
Please do. But, like,
however, when you start talking about kids these days, remember you chose to live your life. Mr. Edmond, what type of support did you have growing up that young people today seem to have less of?
I mean, I can't say that. I think I had some of the support that these children got. I don't think it's less.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I think honestly it's perception.
Okay.
I think we're perceiving that it's less. But the reality is there is no evidence for our perception. It's just what's been pushed on us. You get what I'm saying?
We got a caller.
We got a caller.
Caller.
Hey,
wait, tell me.
No, Damien, talk. I'll do this.
You got to turn him up a little bit. I can hardly hear him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, turn me up. Turn my microphone
there
up.
You go. I can hear you good now. What's good, brother?
Now, what was the question again?
The question is, what support did you have growing up that young people these days seem to have less access to?
Oh, that was a good one, man. The Galaxy, man.
Okay.
One of the first dance contests. I knew I wanted to be in entertainment for the rest of my life. My aunt was behind me 100%.
I love that.
We had more dance things. Remember the rap at the park.
Yeah.
When they used to do the rap thing back in the day. That was everybody used to look forward to that every summer, man.
Okay.
I think more like fun summer programs and stuff. Yeah, they'll do that, man. They used to have all the people out there.
Yeah.
That's when you get you something in the beach. All that stuff, man. Everybody learned everything back then, man. Y'all know what it was, man. They need to bring them programs back, cause I'm telling you, everybody from every neighborhood, that's how you met a lot of people and knew who people was.
That's true.
And a lot of reparations had did away with it. But you bring that rap back, but that rap was the bomb.com. I ain't gonna lie about that.
That's right.
For real.
I appreciate that.
I'll let y'all
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate that. And it was. I mean, he said the Galaxy. That's true.
The Galaxy.
It was a place where you could go and express yourself. If that's what you was into.
You had dance groups. We still have dance groups now, but it's like
I mean, we had a routine for the Galaxy. we put it down.
We did.
Yeah. We had some gangster rock. I think gangster rock was our instrumental to the rap we used to rap. So, yeah. I wasn't dancing. By that time, I had my dancing. When Hammer came, I stopped dancing.
Yeah.
MC Hammer stopped me from dancing, man.
What?
Yeah, man. I was
too legit.
I was a Cabbage Patch.
Hey, too legit.
That was too much work, boy. You saying you danced through Hammer? You was able to keep up with that?
Yeah, we was Hammer time.
Hammer timing? I couldn't. After Hammer time, I say I'm just gonna
stop.
I stand behind the microphone and just kind of.
So back to Q.
Yes,
you had a whole issue.
Yeah, I have a whole issue. I'm just saying.
It's
your opinion. So
it's not your opinion.
It is.
This is the fact of life. That the perception, that things are missing. I don't think that's the true case. I think those things aren't missing. It's still there. It's still there. These people still doing these things, and no, it ain't no.
So how about this one? They don't have home economics. They don't have shop, talent shows, and they don't have ceramics and other activities to keep their teens interested. Stuff like that.
I mean, they got it on YouTube.
No, but this is what I'm trying. Like you're trying to say. Like, this is why I looked at like, no, it's their perception.
It's a fact that they don't have shop class. Is that a fact?
But it's on YouTube.
No, but like we talking about walking into school.
No, but no, physically somebody helping you and
having Mr. Schaff.
Yeah.
Like show you, no, boy, unscrew it and screw it back this way. This is how it's supposed to go. YouTube ain't gonna grab you on the shoulder and say, stop playing with that. That ain't nothing you supposed to be playing with, boy. Put that down. And let me show you how to use that for real. Like that's the kind of stuff that
you know what I'm saying? I would say this. Brother John, not saying that, like you're at a space right now that you want to be a grandparent.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Most people are out here we don't subscribe to all, but it's a group of people that don't want to be grandparents.
Yeah, and I like being referred to. Like I wish they would call me granddaddy because we need more granddaddies.
But no,
pawpaws. I don't remember pawpaws. You remember pawpaws growing up? And you remember pawpaws? You remember Mimi's? You remember all of this stuff? Pawpaw, Mimi. Might have been, was it a Nana? What was like Nana? Nana might have,
Nana, grandmama, granddaddy.
Madill,
but is there a difference?
You know what I mean?
Is there a difference?
I think because
I don't think it's a difference. It's the name, but what I'm saying is, there is a difference in where you at in life. Like you know what I mean? Because
grandma had a different attitude than Mimi.
Yeah.
Well, grandma was. I mean, grandma was my grandma was 30, 45 years old when I was born.
Right. When you was born?
Mm-hmm.
That's how old I was, so that ain't too bad. Yeah. But I hear what you're saying. You got younger grandmas, younger papas.
I really wanted to talk about diving in the swamp water.
We'll talk about that. You talking about the Red Bull?
Yeah. And
then
that's it. Let's talk about it. So you just tuning in, y'all. You listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Jams. And we asked the question earlier. A lot of folks chiming in. Let me get some of these comments. We'll talk about them.
I dived in the water. That same water.
When? When last time?
I've been in that like last year.
You had a tetanus shot?
Oh. I'm healthier than most.
So parents, some had their children at young ages. Now they're trying to play catch up. Now I want to put and some of the responsibility on the grandparents. Remember, you have young grandparents as well.
Right.
One of the other things, loss of third spaces. I'd love to hear more about what the third spaces are. Look, my wife had to slow me down when I say Mimi and Papa.
Oh, she said, hold on.
Because she is our Mimi.
Hold on now, Brother John.
But you know what I mean.
No.
Girl, you know what I mean.
It don't apply to you. It don't apply to you.
It's going to be like Martin on that one time on Martin when he came home after the radio show and Gina was mad.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna have that kind of
Hold
thing.
up.
Yeah.
Speaking
of Gina, she actually was here. Y'all can go back and catch that interview if y'all don't know who Gina is.
But no, I wanna go back and then and talk about that, right? What you was talking about.
It's Motivational Monday, and we were asking about the support. What support did you have growing up that young people seem to have less access to? was the question that we had on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and so I was saying grandparents to a degree.
Yeah.
Right. I don't
times,
don't subscribe to all.
Yeah, no,
but
that's how we got there.
That's really how we got there. Cause my mama didn't hang out with my grandma.
Yeah.
I hang out with Qaiana.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There is
but is that necessarily like a bad thing?
It ain't necessarily a bad thing, but you can see how the difference, how the times have changed.
Right.
Is that you wouldn't hang out. Like there was definitely an age gap and a difference in what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And now the lines have blurred. We all listen to the same music. And yes, you may have listened to your parents' music because they forced you to. You know what I mean?
They ain't have to force me.
They played it. Did you have a choice?
I mean, but that's the thing. I like what they like.
But you also.
But then when I wanted to go listen to mine, that's when I had to go listen to mine.
You heard what you just said.
Like I couldn't stop playing theirs to put mine on. Right. I had to listen to theirs, but they ain't forced me to. I was just like, okay. That's good.
But they didn't listen. But did they listen to yours?
No, they ain't listening to mine.
You're making my point.
Thank you.
Okay.
I just got lost in it for a second.
But there was a clear difference.
Yeah,
your parents played
what I was listening to.
Your parents
my daddy
played
called my music bumpity bump.
And they wanted, but now
he didn't want to hear all that bumpity bump.
But now we all listen to the same music.
Yeah,
we're all at the same concerts. We're all enjoying. Like their lines have definitely been blurred.
I want to call that arrested development. Okay, it was a plan.
Okay,
right, to do this to our community.
So we saying that's something that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't go out, hang out, and have fun with your children.
No, I'm not.
That's what it sounds like.
No, I said that me and Qaiana hang out.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm just showing the clear differences.
Yeah.
I didn't say it's wrong or right.
Yeah.
So if you take it like that,
no, because it's people that would be offended saying, "What
you
mean I can't hang out with my son? Me and my son, that's my dog. Me, that's my little whatever."
And if you listen, you ain't finna get no argument with me. If you looking for an argument today about what you do on your part, I don't care.
It's not happening.
No, it's not
that's
happening.
Not gonna happen.
I'm just showing clear differences of times and what's missing.
Okay.
Like, and what structure. Like when my mama went out, I could go to my grandparents' house and she knew that I was safe. Now, if I go, me and my mama hanging out. So who keeping the children?
They keeping themselves.
My point.
Yeah.
My point.
Like we did. Like we did.
That's how I know they keeping themselves because we kept ourselves.
You
too.
say we, and I'm not a part of that.
I kept myself.
And I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, didn't I just tell you somebody was always
home? You had the oldest cousin, whoever the oldest cousin was. That was who was in charge.
Now, the oldest cousin
until they left. They told them, and then if you had a strong older cousin, they was really in charge. But if they wasn't really tough enough, they wasn't in charge no more.
It was like let's say it was like
man, nobody stay you.
My oldest cousin.
Go on now. And you
did that sometimes too, but it wasn't consistent where there wasn't an adult in the house.
Sure.
My oldest cousin is probably like 9 years older than me.
You had a phenomenal childhood.
Yeah.
And so when you see your mama again, make sure you let her know.
I love my childhood, but
because listen, I was walking home at 8 years old, kindergarten,
and so
by myself, to a house by myself.
All right, here's another. We got another one in the comments. Good morning, Tiffany. Should I feel like kids have less access to old school parenting? Parents these days hang out. This is what Qaiana was saying. Parents these days hang out more with their kids than back in the day. But honestly, I feel like these kids have more resources today than we did, but a lot of parents don't force them to take advantage of those resources. That speaks to what you were saying, Mr. Edmond, about the perception that there's a lack of resources or that there's a lack of opportunity. She's saying they got more opportunities than we had.
Listen,
what are your thoughts?
I already felt that it's just how we feel about it. It's not necessarily the reality, right? And when the more we embrace it, it helps our quality of life because we live in a constant state of figuring that we're less than or we have less than. When you really analyze it, it might be more. It just got to be taken advantage of in a way that you can feel it. And the way that you feel it is first by recognizing.
Right on. My wife just texted me and told me stop talking over you, Q. So, all right, and so we talking about youth. We was asking some questions around experiences that you had growing up back in the day. Now let's talk about what we can do now, because there's always this conversation about the parents, what can be done with youth. So
we love parents.
Here's a call-in question. Callers, let us know, what is one thing that every adult can do to help a young person this summer? What is one thing
I see
that every adult can do to help a young person this summer?
Encourage them.
Okay.
Give them a good word. I see Freddie Simmons just dropped a flyer for the junior construction workers.
Okay.
His mentor program. I just saw it.
Okay.
Take them under your wing. Teach them some stuff that you was taught. That, you know, like I was saying, I'm taking my nieces out on purpose by themselves and teaching them some stuff that my grandparents or my parents taught me that I just feel like they're just not getting.
Okay.
Because of technology and all this other stuff. Like the things, people really don't know how St. Pete works because GPS take you there. They don't know that the streets go, you know, south from Central, north from after, you know, on the other side of Central, the streets go up and down. You know, they really don't know that. So take some time and really give them some knowledge and talk to, like, sit down and talk to these kids.
You remember learning your address, and that's another thing of it too. I'm trying to see if I remember how I first learned my address and who taught me, because in my mind the question was coming up, like, who's teaching the children that? And so I wanted to answer that for myself first, but
because they don't know the address.
Is anybody teaching them who?
I don't know, because people you'll go to high schoolers and they don't really know their addresses, especially if they moved around and they just know how to get there.
Yeah, wow.
And it ain't that they're not smart; it's just something that's not.
They never thought to learn it. Yeah, like cursive. They ain't nobody teach them, and they ain't think to pick it up and learn it themselves.
And that's sad. That's sad because the brain pathways that open up when you write in cursive is gonna be forever missed.
Ooh, maybe that's why they don't want you to learn how to write in cursive.
It's always something to something. Yeah. It ain't nothing to nothing.
Yeah. All right. So there we go. Listen, Zay know his whereabouts to everything. I know that's right. And he just turned 4, right?
But see, at this age, you will then, because he do.
Yeah.
But like now will be the time to start getting him to know his address.
Yeah.
Right? Boom, boom, boom,
yeah,
boom.
the actual address. Yeah.
Because we knew our addresses.
Phone numbers. Yeah.
Because if you got lost, they would say who you needed. You knew phone numbers, you knew some numbers, and you knew your address.
And
now
kids, contact. Yeah.
Nobody knows phone numbers.
Right. That ain't just kids.
No, that ain't. I said nobody.
Okay, gotcha. That is not just children. That is not just children.
Now, this crazy part, I know my Aunt Lois number, my Auntie Mita number, my mama number, my Auntie Monica number, Qaiana number.
Numbers.
I got like 10 numbers in that I can dial, like boom, 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 and that's about it. And I can recognize numbers, but I don't know them.
That's what's up. So if you're looking to, here's a number that you can use, 727-637-2416. Give us a call. What's one thing that every adult can do to help a young person this summer?
I answered a couple of them. What'd you do?
I was thinking about politics. I wasn't thinking about
You like F them kids now? That's where you at.
You ready to do part 2?
I'm ready to do part 2. So one thing I think we can do, we talked about this at some of the meetings that we've been having. Just be there. Listen, right? Everybody, it don't got to be extravagant. You ain't got to go take trips and just sit down, listen, have a conversation. I think the best thing we can do is give a true ear. To the youth and hear them out and listen to them, because sometimes that's the biggest thing that's missing. And you think it's because you ain't go to this trip or you ain't learned this vocation or whatever you think it is, but you ain't realizing you ain't gave them your ear. Ain't nobody listen to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if we can just start with the basics, we can get far.
I love that. Well, thank you for that. I unite with all of those things. Now let's do part 2. Politics with Mr. Edmond.
Yeah.
Brought to you by One Love Magazine. OneLoveMagazine.com.
So you got to, if you don't know, the property tax amendment has been going through and has went through the Senate and the Congress. And so right now there's a lot of talk about the services that will be lost due to this loss of income for cities, towns, and states.
If it passes.
Yeah. And I've never seen elected officials or city government, Republicans, Democrats, I've never seen people come out against a bill so strong. Right, in such a full-throated manner. Even through the newspapers, it's just like, don't do it. Yeah. And my problem with that was we're not getting an impartial view of it. We're not really getting a look at the ins and outs of it. We're just getting people in their corners. Yeah. Right, screaming from each corner. But the real data, like, okay, what does this really means? Yeah. Right, when I know they did I think I don't know if they finished it. I remember they proposed in one of those committees to do a study to see what the impact of it would be if they cut them. But I don't know where they landed with that. But I hear you when you talk about the data, and I know that was like a proposal that I don't know where they are in the process. So if we got a council member that want to call in, I know they be tapping in, tuning in. Put it in the chat. Let us know the status of that proposal to study the impact of losing property taxes. And I thank you for that, Brother John, because I want to know, right? I want to know, politics aside, like what this gonna look like. You keep saying cutting services. Well, what services? Yeah. And then if cutting services is the only answer, I think you're not telling me the truth right now, right? Because I know there's more answers than just cutting services. All right, caller, you on the air? We talking about property taxes.
Oh, okay. I was calling in about the youth, but the property taxes, the way that I've seen it, and I really haven't went into it real deep, is that they're going to eliminate property taxes in steps. Yeah. They're going to increase the taxes for people that are buying property, first-time buyers. They're going to increase those taxes to help offset it. And I'm quite sure there's some other things, but services are going to be lost. I want to know what services also.
Do you think that the people who are in your circle really have a understanding of what this amendment is and how, that they should be showing up for it?
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody's really paying enough attention to it at all.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A lot of people have the attitude that they're going to do what they're going to do, and we're just going to have to go by it, Yeah. Not saying that they're going to be happy with it, because you're going to hear more people talk about it after it's done, when they need to be participating in the point before it gets done.
Yeah, right. Thank you for that.
Thank you for
now,
calling.
I know you did call, and I know you wanted to say something about the kids. You can go ahead and throw that in there because that was your original thought.
Yep.
I appreciate that, Queen. I believe that the youth need to learn financial literacy now. Everybody has an interest in money, even children.
Yeah.
So teach them the way to make money with the little money that they have.
That's right.
Anybody can invest in the stock market, and that is going to become a way as AI takes over a lot of jobs. It's going to be what you do with what you got.
I hear that. Love that. Thank you. And thank you so much for engaging and calling us this morning.
And what was your name? Because this is a new voice. I don't know this voice.
My name is Pab. P-A-B.
All right.
Brother Pab.
Pab Baker. I'm a good friend of Super Dave.
Oh, okay.
Right. That's what's up, Pab. Thank you for calling.
All right. And love the station. All right.
No doubt.
Y'all take care. God bless.
You too.
So and as we grow into this new reality that we're in, right? Because I think that even if this doesn't pass, people are like hungry for tax relief. Yeah. And I think the elected officials should look at it as that. Like people are dying for relief. Not dying, but people want relief. Yeah. And if this is the only way they can get relief, don't blame them when they do it, because I already see it coming. Oh, you voted for it, so now all the cuts and everything that happened,
it's gonna be,
and then you become
it's gonna be the 60% of the people who voted for it is the problem.
And then it become malicious, and okay, see, this is what you voted for. Now you're using it as a tool to get the Republicans out of office. See, I can see a little farther down the future.
Yeah, because it takes 60% to do it.
Then you pass it, right? And then now, once you pass it, the people in office like, well, okay, this is what they asked for.
Okay,
this is what the Republicans gave you. And then now be more malicious or more heavy-handed or less creative right? And because you want it to hurt the other party. But when it really hurts the people, and what they don't see is that people are really hurting.
Yeah.
And right now you're saying this is going to be a benefit for them. Yes, you're going to have almost every homeowner in the state voting for this cut.
And here's the thing. That's you heard it here first. And here's the other piece of it, right? I remember growing up hearing people ask this question. If I own my home, why am I paying taxes on it? Or how can you take it if I don't pay taxes? Yeah. Like, that's been a question that I grew up hearing all my life. If you own your home and it's paid off, how can they take it if you don't pay taxes?
They can.
You really don't own it. And so I think this bill and this push is really just double clicking on that and tapping into the people who've been asking that question all their life, saying, okay, here's an opportunity for me to change that. And whatever the impact is going to be the impact. But I think a lot of people see this as their self-interest. Like, they see this as something that's going to benefit them individually and may not be looking at the impact that it has on, like, the whole and the services and all of that stuff. It's like, look, I just know when I do this, it's going to help me in this way.
Right. So that's the like, you know how like they be like, come here. Yeah. It don't matter. Listen, you can walk out here with no down payment. You're going to get the car. And then you find out like, yeah, I didn't have to pay this, but now I got to pay this. Right. Yeah. So like you really gotta, you know.
Oh yeah. Listen, I look at it like this. The taxpayers are underwriting a lot of local and national things. That's just how it works. We pay for it, and when we see a break or a chance to get a break, that's why people run to it. And then the reality, they're just still gonna get the money from somewhere else, because there is no downsizing government. Ain't nobody looking to cut no jobs. Ain't nobody looking to cut nobody pay. So that's why the first thing they say is services, right? But services come with employees.
And
if you cut services, though, don't you cut employees with the services?
Yeah, because that's somebody that's providing the services. Yeah, the way you cut the services by cutting the people, right? Is that how that works? I don't know. Now it might be another way to do it.
You can cut the service without cutting an employee, but I think the reality is, like, people seeing local governments go from like 100 million, like our budget. We were 600 million, 700 million. Now we easily at 1 point something.
Yeah.
Right? Anybody, a basic mathematician or somebody can look at from 2019, 2020, we were 600, 700,000. And now 5-6 years later, we're 1.2, 1.1 or whatever the new number is. And where's that money coming from?
Yeah.
Right? Where's those services? Where's the money going? And then, okay, all this building and we can't get no taxes from them. Is somebody paying for these toilet bowls? Who paying for the toilet bowls? Who paying the impact fees? And then now we got to start asking tough questions. So now are we going to charge the builders for these impact fees or the things that they're not paying right now? So it's just it's tricky. It's coming up on. It's going to be on the ballot.
Yeah.
And whether you for it or against it, we're going to talk about it more. We're going to try to educate people on it. We're going to try to ask the questions, and hopefully we can get some answers on, what are the ups and downs of this?
Right.
What does it really mean? Like, what does cut services really mean in layman's terms?
Right.
Right. Because I've seen a lot of news reports. I've seen a lot of news articles, services cut, this, that. Okay, what does that look like?
So this is what they said. The city of St. Petersburg estimates they could lose roughly $74 to $75 million annually under the proposed exemption. This is the increased exemption. They said a huge portion of the city budgets, it pays for police, fire, rescue, parks, libraries, streets, stormwater, recreation programs, neighborhood services. Local officials are saying that they are not against tax relief, but where does the replacement money come from is the question that they're asking. The arguments for the plan is that homeowners need relief. They're seeing the home value skyrocket, the insurance costs have exploded, HOA fees, the cost of living. And so people are feeling like, if I own my house, but I'm paying more every year in taxes just to keep it. So how can I keep my house with these increases in property taxes? It's kind of some of those debates.
Yep. And I think that it's going to be one of those issues, that's going to be determining, right? Because
is that something that they're asking candidates? You think they're asking people that when they show up to these forums?
I'm pretty sure they is.
Like where you stand with this property tax?
Inform voters.
Yeah.
People who inform people. You got voters who ain't informed.
And most are not. Most, unfortunately, like most voters are not informed.
Yeah.
It's clickbait. It's something, and they trust somebody else to get the information for them, and they go wherever they feel like the people they mess with going.
Okay,
right?
I was a little bit distracted. I want you to rewind that tape back to me and say it again.
Okay. Most people, unfortunately,
these we talking about these forums and questions people will ask when they show up, and you say,
I'd say some people will ask.
Okay.
Right. But a lot of people are not informed voters. They depend on the person that's gonna go ask the question.
Okay, I hear you.
The one who's the people that's in the room, and then you go back and relay it, and however you receive it is how you're gonna deliver it to the masses, and they're gonna go with you. And if the person that they depend on didn't go and do the deep dive.
Wow, Janet Michelle, we need an overhaul of how our tax dollars are spent. Medicaid, youth, and elderly programming, etc., would be on the cutting block. Renters and businesses will pick up the loss. Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be passed on to other things, and really, I think a lot of these municipalities got to come creative and find ways to cut and ways to give people relief. And just stop thinking it's going to be endless. Y'all don't know, like a lot of people don't know, but this country was formed because of a tax revolt.
Yeah. Sick of it.
Like people don't understand, and I think we gloss over and we look over it real fast, and we don't think, we won't really think. But I'm telling you, this starts something, whether it passes or not, right? But it starts something. It starts the conversation that you can cut my taxes.
Yeah,
that we can get some type
something
of relief.
Can be done about it.
And then now it adds to another thought. It adds to somebody thinking something else.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can always cut, but greed. This country is built off of greed, and so that nobody wants to cut. Like somebody's profit over there, somebody's profit is going to be
impacted.
And so they're gonna figure out how to keep their profit, and they're gonna again put that on somebody else. So can we cut it without cutting services? Yes. But what happens is
cut it without cutting services.
It's different.
It's math. Caller.
It is. The CEOs don't get the extra bonuses.
But how do?
Caller, introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say that when they do say the taxes, right, and they tell you that the police and these people won't get paid, most of that income is generated from non-homestead exempt.
Yes.
So they use that as a tactic to get you to go against it, so that you would think, my teachers won't have no money, or my police or the fire department won't have no money, when the money that they getting paid from is from properties that's not homestead exempted. So you vote against your own self-interest.
Wow.
We really need to audit what the spending going to the teachers, what's going to the police force. Hey, this is all we got to generate. All this extra money is going in somebody's pocket, and we not auditing where it's going.
Wow.
And I'm going.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the call. And so if you just tuned in, this was Politics Mixed with Mr. Edmond, and we're talking about this property tax proposal. Yeah, give us your thoughts. Give us a call, 727-637-2416.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Yeah. I'm going down the greed.
They said that the property taxes don't disappear. The bill doesn't disappear. It just moves it. So they said potential replacements include higher sales taxes, new fees, service charges, utility increases, and state revenue transfers.
Oh, that's coming anyway. So listen, close your eyes. Ain't nothing on that list not coming anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that what we got to do, and I know this is forbidden in local government, but we got to cut some things and watch what we spending. We got to kind of find a way to give people relief. We can't keep watching what's going on with gas and say there's nothing we can do. What's going on with insurance? There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
What's going on? We're looking at everything and saying there's nothing we can do. Oh, high light bills. Oh, ain't nothing we can do with that.
Well, no, see that? You see, light bill went down because now the St. Pete is looking at not signing with Duke.
My light bill
went down. Now
Duke slap me no bill. Them dirty dogs.
My light bill
don't give me that.
Bill,
I ain't asked no questions. I ain't made no complaint. But okay, no, shout out to Councilmember Floyd because he actually pushed through the legislation to have them study the feasibility. They were mad when they passed the feasibility. So they're basically looking to say, okay, can we provide our own electricity?
Yes, we can.
And the feasibility of doing that is just passed the study to see, like, okay, what would it take for us to do it ourselves?
And listen,
thank you, Councilmember Floyd, and those who voted and supported that.
Duke thought we won about that life, right? Because remember before, oh no, there's nothing we can do about these rates. Like this is what we do. This is standard costs across the board. As soon as they say, oh, okay, you can't do nothing. All right,
we're gonna do it ourselves.
We're gonna do it ourselves. And now all of a sudden, oh, I can figure it out.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you another
say, y'all know y'all trigger me when you talk about Duke.
Listen. The reality is when a company has a monopoly, they take advantage of it. And I think that it's up to our city elected officials to end the Duke monopoly. You don't got to end the contract with them, but don't give them another monopoly. Come on, let's stop playing, y'all. Let's stop playing like there's only one option. It's either dump Duke or nothing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Your first priority is the citizens in your town, not the companies that's coming in to make money off us.
And that's donating all the campaigns. That's putting money in all the
everybody's campaign.
All y'all.
It ain't like they just like one of y'all. They hedging.
They not loyal.
and really,
Duke ain't loyal.
And really, we really as a people, we need this relief. Because if y'all don't give it to us now, it's gonna be a elected official who's gonna come through with a budget amendment or whatever, and people gonna jump on it, and you're gonna be wondering why. It's because there is no relief.
Yeah.
Right. We can't keep watching all this stuff happen and be like, hey, and sorry. Right, the water bill is going crazy. Ain't nothing we can do. And now it's something you can do. Yeah, now you're finding you've been charging people $10,000, $20,000 for water bills. That
I really looked at it. I do see where.
Oh yeah, after closer review.
I didn't catch it before, but now that I'm looking at it for real,
we done set up 5 lawsuits, but after on the 5th lawsuit, y'all, we need to do something. Okay, okay.
They're talking about leaving. They know.
We were just playing.
No.
I didn't mean that for real. I did.
We got like 2 minutes. We didn't do the Ask Qaiana, but this was a really good segment. What's your final thoughts?
6/13, man. Y'all come out this weekend. Support Keyshawn's Corner, Keyshawn'sCorner.org. You go there, register. You can learn more about the event. And y'all just keep going, man. Let's keep going.
Oh, it's so much I got. I don't even know where to start. Get involved, man. Find your tribe, find your niche. And let's get involved. Let's advocate for some impact and change, y'all. Because if we don't, you can believe me. If nobody said nothing, when none of these bills be low, when none of these water bills be adjusted, they're not just gonna do what they're gonna do, y'all. That is an old wives' tale. It's not true. We have impact and we can make it.
Yep. Do the work. Don't sit just in the complaint line. Get out there, do the work. Be the change you want to be and see. Write down those 5 things. Y'all know who up next. Sister Hughes.
Like lose shoes. And shout out around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qaiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And we out.